The reason why ICT concepts alone, I refer to them as repackaged pattern trading, is because there's no context as to what's going on. So the market itself is a derivative of two concepts, right? Buyers and sellers, which is order flow, and supply and demand, and they work hand in hand. So your job is to understand where the buyers are getting in and where the sellers are getting in, and then take advantage of that. So here we have ES on the 15-minute chart, but we're going to be combining the beloved ICT concepts in this video, right? So when it comes to ICT, the only thing I really use is I start off by using the Asian session, right? So we're going to be going over essentially this key level down here. So this is a key level, and we're going to be going over why that's a key level, and we're going to be going over this key level over here, right? So why do I use ICT concepts? So ICT concepts I like to use the Asian range. I'm not saying this is an ICT concept, but I learned it myself from ICT. We want to look for the high and low of the day above the Asian range. So we're looking for price to take out the Asian high and target the Asian low, right? That's one example. Another example of an ICT concept I think is quite useful for traders to know is the concept of the power of three. So the way that the power of three works very simply, it's quite a simple concept to use. If we take a look at this key level over here relative to the Asian low, it's significantly below the Asian range low. And so if you look at that, price has taken out the Asian low and we're way below this daily opening price up here. So when you're below the daily opening price, that means you should ideally be looking for buys, right? Because you're below the daily opening price. That is basically how ICT works.
Connection lost.
Proper strategy per se. But with that being said, we're going to dive into how you can use this strategy to your advantage. So let's take a look at the key level over here. So this is a key level in itself, right? So notice how the key level itself, we see a breaker structure over here, and we're looking to trade off this fair value gap. So we need to understand a couple of things, right? Key levels themselves are essentially in charge of the market, right? Key levels is what determines whether a market is going to hold, right? So we want to understand the reactions at point number 1, and we want to understand the reactions over here at point number 2. So obviously my pen's not working, right? So let's quickly go into this. So on the ATAS platform, let's bring this up. ATAS platform. So on the ATAS platform, I